Many Malaysians do not get enough sleep because of long working hours, study pressure, and heavy phone use, especially at night. As a result, most people sleep less than 7 hours a night, which is lower than the recommended amount for healthy adults. When people do not get enough sleep, it can affect their mood and mental health by causing stress, anxiety, and even depression. Poor sleep can also reduce focus, energy, and productivity throughout the day. On the other hand, getting enough sleep helps improve mood, memory, concentration, and overall well-being. Because of these reasons, Malaysians are encouraged to develop better sleep habits so they can maintain good mental and emotional health.
Assalamualaikum dan salam satu Malaysia. My name is Nurhanis Auni binti Bakri. I will be explaining the data analysis of sleep time patterns of adult aged 25 to 45 years old in a week. As you can see here, this is the data analysis in pie chart. This pie chart shows the sleeping patterns of 100 adults aged 25 to 45 years old. It shows the different times people usually go to sleep on a typical night. The chart helps illustrate which bedtime range are most common among the adults in this age group and provide insight into their overall sleep habit. So now let's move to features. As shown in the pie chart, the majority of people, 49%, reported going to sleep between 10 to 12 a.m., represented by the color blue. The next large group, shown in purple, consists of 31% of people who go to bed between 8 to 10 p.m. A smaller portion of 40%, represented in red, stated that they usually fall asleep between 12 to 6 a.m. The color green represents 5% of people who go to bed between 6 to 12 p.m., while the smallest group, only 1%, shown in yellow, reported sleeping between 6 to 8 p.m. Overall, most people tend to go to bed between 8 to 12 a.m., while others sleep much early or later. Now, for the comparison, number 1, the number of people sleeping between 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. was nearly a half, with those who sleep between 6 and 8 p.m. It can be seen with the percentage at 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. is 49% and only 1% for 6 to 8 p.m. So for the number 2, the pie chart clearly shows that slightly less than 3/10 of people go to sleep between 8 to 10 p.m. compared to between 12 and 6 a.m. who sleep much later. It can be seen with the percentage of 31 and 40%. Number 3, a small minority of people, slightly over a 10, around 40%, according to the chart, sleep between 12 and 6 a.m., whereas the majority tend to go to sleep early in the percentage of 49% to better manage their sleep schedule. So from this data analysis, it can be concluded that most people prefer going to bed between 10 p.m. to 12 a.m., followed by 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. This indicates that a majority follow a consistent bedtime routine, which support better sleep hygiene and support mental well-being. However, those who sleep very late may experience irregular sleep patterns that could impact their health over time. Next, I will be explaining about data analysis bar graph diagram 2. This chart illustrates the recommended hours of sleep for different age groups. It shows how sleep needs change throughout life, with younger individuals requiring more rest compared to adult and other adults. As for the features, as you can see from the chart, younger age group need more sleep compared to other individuals. Infants under 1 year require the most sleep, between 12 and 16 hours each day, including nap. Children aged 1 to 2 years old need about 11 to 14 hours of sleep, while those aged 3 to 5 years old need 10 to 13 hours. The recommended sleep time decreases as children grow older. Children aged 6 to 12 years old should get 9 to 12 hours sleep, and teenagers aged 13 to 18 years old are advised to have 8 to 10 hours. For adult and 18 to 16 years, the ideal amount of sleep is 7 to 8 hours. Older adults from age 61 and above need about 7 to 9 hours of rest. Overall, the chart shows that sleep need gradually decline with age. So now for the comparison. Number 1, infant under 1 years old require 12 to 16 hours sleep was significantly higher than 80 to 16 years old, who only need about 7 to 8 hours only. Number 2, the chart shows from the age of 65 years old considerably lower than 3 to 5 years old kids need as age increases, with the higher requirement in early childhood and the lowest in adulthood. Lastly, this pattern indicates that 13 to 18 years old recommended times of sleep fractionally than 6 to 12 years old. They need more sleep to support growth and development, while adults need less as their bodies mature and stabilize. In conclusion, sleep requirement declines steadily with age. Babies and toddlers need the most rest for growth, while adult and elder need fewer hours to maintain health and function. Overall, the chart emphasizes the importance of adjusting sleep habit according to one's age and developmental stage. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Akmanisha binti Asmi. Next, I will be presenting the data analysis of our bar graph. This bar graph shows the percentage of different mental health issues experienced by Malaysian university students during the COVID-19 pandemic. This goal here to understand what students went through as they adapt to online learning, social isolation, and increased academic pressure. This graph highlights how common each issue was among during that period. To make data clear, let me highlight a few comparisons. Academic pressure is the highest overall, reaching around 75%, which is much higher than the most issue. Anxiety is slightly lower at about 65%, but still very high and close to academic pressure. Loneliness is quite high, around 65%, and this noticeably higher than sleep problems, which are around 55%. Depression is about 50%, which is just little higher than stress, which is roughly 55%. If we compare anxiety and stress, anxiety is clearly much higher, showing that students were more mentally overwhelmed than just stress. Overall, this bar graph shows that Malaysian university students face serious mental health challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic. Anxiety and academic pressure were the most common, while stress was the least reported but still present. Next, I will be presenting the data analysis of line graph. This line graph shows the relationship between sleep duration and the risk of poor mental health among Malaysian university students during COVID-19 periods. The survey looked at 4 sleep hour levels, ranging from 1 hour to 4 hours per night. When we look at the graph, we can see a clear negative trend. As sleep duration increase, the risk of poor mental health decrease. This means students who sleep longer tend to have better mental health overall. So, for example, from 1 hour to 2 hours of sleep, the risk dropped from 40% to 30%. Then from 2 hours to 3 hours, it fall again from 30% to 20%, showing another big decrease. Finally, when students get 4 hours of sleep, the risk goes down to 50%, which is the lowest point recorded in the data. At the same time, the line representing sleep hour increased slightly and steadily across the chart, which support the idea that more sleep is linked to a lower risk of mental health problem. In conclusion, the graph shows that students who sleep only 1 hour had the highest risk of poor mental health, while those who sleep 4 hours had the lowest risk. Overall, it highlights the importance of sufficient sleep for maintaining better mental well-being during challenging times like the pandemic.
Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone. My name is Wanodamia Aisha binti Usluddin. My matrix number is F2043. I am presenter 3 and today I'm going to present a pie chart and bar graph about student sleep patterns and the impact on their mood. This helps us understand why proper sleep is important for focus and emotional well-being. Thank you. Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Today I'll be presenting a pie chart titled The Sleep Patterns Among College Students. This chart shows the distribution of student sleeping habits based on a study conducted in 2014. And the purpose of the survey is to understand how well college students actually sleep. From this chart, we can see that most students fall into the average sleepers and poor sleepers categories, while irregular sleepers make up the smallest portion. The color also helps us identify each group clearly. The color red represents very poor sleepers, which gray represents irregular sleepers, and the pink represents very good sleepers, and then we have blue, which represents good sleepers, and green represents average sleepers, and lastly purple that represents poor sleepers. Based on the data shown, 25% of students were average sleepers and another 25% were poor sleepers. Meanwhile, 20% of students were good sleepers and 50% were very poor sleepers. Only 5% of students were irregular sleepers, making it the least common category, while 10% were very good sleepers. In conclusion, the findings show that average sleepers and poor sleepers are the most common sleep categories among college students, whereas irregular sleepers are the least common. Overall, this suggests that many students do not get ideal or high-quality sleep. Next, the bar graph shown here is titled Students' Mood Changes by Sleep Patterns. It illustrates how different sleep habits affect students' emotional states in college. From the survey, we can see that 75% of students reported feeling low, focused, or tired, making it the most common mood. Meanwhile, 70% of students feel stressed or overwhelmed, and 65% experience sadness or depression. In addition, 60% of students reported feeling irritable or angry, while only 20% said they felt calm or relaxed, which is the least common mood. When comparing the results, the number of students who felt low focus or tired was much higher than those who felt calm or relaxed, with 75% compared to only 20% of students. Students who felt stressed or overwhelmed were slightly more than those who felt irritable or angry, with 70% compared to 60%. Meanwhile, students who felt sad or depressed were just slightly lower compared to those who felt low focus or tired, with 65% versus 75%. In conclusion, the findings show that the majority of students with poor sleep patterns tend to experience negative moods, such as tiredness, stress, sadness, and irritability. Only a small group of students feel calm or relaxed. This clearly shows that poor sleep patterns are strongly linked to mental health and emotional well-being. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello. So in this presentation, I will be walking you through the results of a recent study examining the levels of severity among participants in 2024. The purpose of the survey was to understand how individuals are distributed across different severity levels ranging from non-minimal to severe. Here is the chart that summarizes the findings. Each color represents a different severity category. For example, dark blue indicates non-minimal severity, light blue represents mild severity, light green shows moderate severity, and dark green
represents severe severity. As we move through the results, we will see how participants are distributed across these categories. The first and most dominant category is non-minimal severity. A large majority, 81.5% of participants reported experiencing little to no severity. This clearly shows that most individuals in the study are in a generally good condition. The second category is mild severity. Approximately 11.5% of participants fell into this group. This means that about 1 in 10 individuals reported mild levels of severity, still relatively low compared to more serious categories. Next, we have the moderate severity group. Only 4.2% of participants reported moderate severity. This suggests that moderate symptoms are not very common within this sample. Finally, the severe category represents the smallest portion of participants. Just 2.8% reported severe levels of severity, fewer than 1 in 20 individuals. This indicates that high severity is relatively rare in this study. In summary, the findings show that the vast majority of participants experienced minimal severity with decreasing proportions as severity increases. Only a small number of individuals reported mild, moderate, or severe levels. Overall, these results suggest that most participants are in stable or good condition, with relatively few experiencing significant severity. Next, I will be presenting a chart that shows the positive and negative effects of social media based on several studies carried out between 2019 and 2024. The goal of this survey was to understand how different researchers view the impact of social media over time. This chart compares the results from different studies. For example, red represents negative impact and blue represents positive impact. These colors help us see whether each study found social media to be more helpful or more harmful. First, we can see that June 2021 reported the highest positive impact, around 70%. This suggests that social media was viewed very positively in this study. In contrast, Rahim et al. 2019 showed the highest negative impact at about 60%. This indicates strong concerns about the harmful effects of social media. Two more studies also found high negative effects. Eugene and Ibrahim 2024 at around 55%, KCL 2024 at around 50%. These results show that several recent studies highlight the risk of downsides of social media use. Data Reporter 2024 reported a moderate positive impact of around 35%. This suggests a more balanced view compared to the extreme positive or negative results seen in other studies. Lastly, Ahmad 2022 reported the lowest overall impact, showing only 9% negative impact and no positive impact at all. This indicates a minimal effect of social media in that study. In conclusion, the chart shows that the effects of social media differ widely across studies. Some researchers like Jung 2021 and Data Reporter 2024 highlight the positive influence of social media, while others, such as Rim et al. 2019, Eugene and Ibrahim 2024, and KCL 2024, stress its negative effects. Overall, this tells us that social media can be both beneficial and harmful depending on the study, context, and the people involved. In conclusion, it's clear that stress and a lack of sleep have a significant impact on students' mental health and academic performance. By developing healthy sleep habits, students can improve their focus, boost their mood, and handle daily challenges more effectively. At the same time, learning to manage stress plays a crucial role in maintaining overall well-being and achieving academic success. Ultimately, raising awareness about mental health empowers students to build healthier, more balanced lifestyles, both inside and outside the classroom.